everyone! Today I'm gonna do my November TBR. So as you might have seen, I posted my balancing the books before my TBR this month, which I feel like generally it makes more sense anyway, because balancing the books is still about last month and kind of wrapping up that month, and then the TBR is about the new month. But then I always feel like, does it even make sense to post my TBR in the middle of the month? Even if I filmed this earlier, I always am like, why do people care what I read like in the last half of the month? Anyway, I don't know. I posted my balancing the books before my TBR this month because I knew that balancing the books would really influence my TBR. Now, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but still it's very good that I decided to do balancing the books beforehand so that I don't chuck on a whole new amount of books that I am not capable of reading anyway, because last month's TBR was ambitious anyway, and then on top of that, balancing the books. Yeah, but let me start with the shit that I had on last month's TBR that I didn't get to. First and foremost, my TBR jar picks, which were The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, which I have started, but I'm only like 20 pages into it, but I have definitely started it and I still want to read it this month. The 15 Lives of Henry August by Claire North, still on my TBR for November as well, just as Strands of Bronze and Gold by Jane Nickerson, also TBR jar pick that is on November's TBR. And then A Conjuring of Light. I'm not sure if I can get to it this month. I just know this is going to be a lot, so I don't want to read it when I don't have enough time to read it. So I'm really not sure what's going to happen with this one. But yeah, as I said, I don't want too much time to be between me reading the first two books and this one. So I would really love to get to it, but then also it is a reread and I'm really working hard to reduce my TBR at the moment, so I'm really not sure what's going to happen with this one, but I still wanted to put it on this TBR. Now, For Muse of Fire and Athletics Guide to Petticoats and Piracy are technically arcs, but at the same time they came out like over a month ago, and I should really read them. I don't know. I just want to mention them because I feel like if I don't mention them, they are just gonna like drown with all of the rest of my TBR and I'm just gonna forget about them actually being arcs. And like, I've been so lucky with HarperCollins accepting me for so many arcs. I just really don't want to take that for granted. And I just really want to make sure I'm always on top of these arcs just so that they continue to accept me for arcs. So tentatively putting them on my TBR, but they definitely have like a super low priority. There's two November arcs that I definitely want to read. The first one is City of Broken Magic by Myra Bollender. It comes out in the middle of November. I honestly, this book is a questioning book to me where I'm like, why exactly did I request it? Because I'm not even that interested in it. I think I was just excited because it was on NetGalley and I can rarely request shit on NetGalley anymore. So I was just like, oh my god, I'm going to request it because I can never request stuff on NetGalley. So I don't know what happened there. I'm not sure if this is even going to be for me. I really don't know what happened there. And the other one is Outrun the Wind by Elizabeth Tammy, which I'm actually super excited about because this is a fantasy and it has a female-female romance, warrior women in love, and I absolutely cannot wait to read this one. Actually, this comes out at the end of November, I want to say. I also might read The Queen's Resistance by Rebecca Ross this month. This is an arc that I just got accepted for last month and it is one of my most anticipated releases of 2019. I love The Queen's Rising, and so this is one of those arcs where I'm like, I want to read it as soon as possible. Will I actually get to it this month? Probably not. And I also might buddy read this with Melanie from Mel to the Annie, so I don't know when she has time because she does like 5 million buddy reads every month. So I might just wait for her, and honestly, I honestly, this should be lowest priority because it comes out in March, but I'm just so excited about it. That is my arcs. Then let's talk about this one book that I just really want to read this month because I've been seeing people get an arc of the sequel and I'm just so fucking pumped to read this, and that is Ink, Iron and Glass by Gwendolyn Clare. This is just a random one. I'm so intrigued by this. This is about a world where like some people have the ability to like write worlds, and I don't know why I'm looking at the back. There's nothing on the back. People can like write worlds, a little bit like Inkheart when it comes to the world building. I know the main character kind of has to save her mother, with her ability, something like that. I don't know. I'm just intensely intrigued by it. And as I said, seeing people like getting the arc of the sequel makes me so hyped to read this. So it would be wonderful to get to it this month. I feel like at this point my TBRs have just become like, I want to try and get to it this month, not I'm actually going to read it this month. And then we have the 3 Balancing the Books books, and that is The Forsaken by Liza M. Stas. This is a YA dystopian that was very much a cover buy because I love the cover and the covers of the sequels as well. I'm probably not going to be in a mood for this month, let's be real. I don't know, I just want to give it a chance, you know, I just don't want to just unhaul it. I want to give it like 30 pages. If I find it boring, then I'll be happy to unhaul it. But at least I gave this a chance. Then I have Tiny Pretty Things by Donielle Clayton and Sona Charapotra. This is a YA thriller, I want to say, and I basically just bought this because it takes place at a ballet school. But I've heard some like not so good things about it, so this is one of those books where I'm also like, I just want to get rid of it. Even if it's through reading, I just don't want this on my TBR anymore. I also, when I bought this, didn't know that this was actually like a duology, so I'm like, I don't want to read a series, and this book is pretty long as it is for being like a YA thriller. Like, yeah, it has like over 400 pages, excuse me. Knowing this has over 400 pages, knowing it has problematic elements and like girl hate in it, I'm just like, am I gonna give it a chance? Probably not. And then I have Armada by Ernest Cline, which is the one book from Balancing the Books that I am giving the least chance of actually picking it up, but I'm still putting it on this TBR because these 3 books are the whole reason why I'm putting this video up later. So thought I might as well put it on here. I'm just not really interested in this anymore. I love Ready Player One, but I didn't really hear good things about Armada from both the people that hated and loved Ready Player One. So I don't really think this is gonna be for me, quite honestly. It's just one of those books where I'm like, why did I buy it? I should have known. Well, you live and you learn, right? But it's still on my TBR, and maybe I'll give it 30 pages. I don't know. But yeah, that is my TBR. Once again, entirely too ambitious. I mean, just look at this stack. That's cool. That's fine. Totally did not hurt my leg or something. But yeah, I mean, considering that I'm thinking at least 2 of these books are going to be DNFs anyway, and then there's going to be some other DNF that I was not expecting, I think it's going to be fine. I'm just in a really DNF-y mood because I'm just like, there are so many good books out there. Why should I like read a book where I'm just like, this is just fine? But I'm starting to like DNF more books that I actually finish. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that is my November TBR. Let me know what you're gonna read in November. Any plans, anything on here that you are excited for me to pick up. And yeah, I make new videos every Wednesday and Sunday with occasional reviews on Friday. So click subscribe to never miss anything and hit the little bell so you get notified as well. And thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!